Good morning. Um, Sorry about that. If you were with me and I lost you or whatever, we're back. Uh, Welcome to Line Dancing with Rosie, class 50 with Rosie. Today,
What's that?
hmm? Excuse me, what, are you talking to me?
I just don't have it on
Oh,
my.
well, I'm talking to you through the camera. In the room to my right, Bruno was talking to Craig on the computer, and I didn't know if they were talking to me or not, but apparently Craig can see me, but we don't have me on our computer to see, the chat. We don't have comments so that me, Bruno can reply. So we're working on that. But anyway, today is Tuesday, May 4th. May 4th is the International Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So that's very exciting. To me, May 4th is always a little exciting or bittersweet because May 4th is usually whatever day of the week it is, like today is Tuesday. Today, on May 4th, this is the last Tuesday that I am my current age. So today would be the last Tuesday, but it's 70. Because a week from today, a week from May 5th, is my birthday. I will be 71 on May 11th. And when I think back last year, because of COVID, I wasn't sure, what we were going to do on my 70th birthday. And my husband surprised me with a drive-by. And it was quite exciting. There was over 30 cars filled with my dancing friends. And we wound up very, spur of the moment, bringing out music and literally dancing in the street for a half hour, very socially distanced because I live on a big open wide street with very little traffic. So we danced for a half hour, and our daughter and her family surprised us, and we had a meal together, but I remember we were all separated. The kids were in this room, the adults were in another room, and we all wore masks. And so I'm hoping that this birthday will be a little different since everybody in my family is, except for the children, of course, has been vaccinated. So, and I still have, I don't know if it can show up in the camera or not, but I still have my 70 balloons here, which I'm holding on to till Mr. Motari turns 70. So, but anyway, let me get back to why we're here. Line Dancing with Rosie. We're going to have an easy warm-up. I'm going to teach a dance from 2018 from a wonderful choreographer and named Lynn Martino. She lives in Queens, New York, and this is a dance I had the honor of teaching in a lot of locations, as well as Lynn taught it at a few events, and it's called When You're Smiling. And no, I'm sorry, that's the name of the song, When You're Smiling. It's Keep On Smiling is the name of her dance. And it's a 32 count, 4-wall dance with no tags or smiling. That'll be our easy warm-up. Last week, our lesson was Muddy Water Healing, a dance that was #1 last week by Madison Glover and Adrienne Lafavour, both from Australia. It has slipped down all the way to #2 this week, but it's still very, very popular. And that is a 4-wall 32 count dance with 2 restarts. And so that will be our quick review. Last week I spent a lot more time on it, and you can certainly look at all of the, there's tons of tutorials on the Kapanarb sheet. Which reminds me, today is the beginning of May, so I will be posting the dances that we learned in April later today, probably more like this evening. So, you can look over what we did in April. So that's our quick review. And then our new lesson today was a dance that's moving up quite quickly by 2 gentlemen from the UK, Mark Furnell and David Godden, and Chris Godden. I changed his name. Mark Furnell and Chris Godden from the UK, and it's called RAMPAMPAM. And some people call it RAMPAMPAM, which I think would be the Brooklynese pronunciation, RAMPAMPAM. But when he listens to the words, when the music is playing, they go rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum. I was thinking of, I just went right to Little Drummer Boy, if you know that song, RAMPAMPAM. So that's why I'm calling it RAMPAMPAM. But it is moving up. I marked there 3 or 4 on the most watched list on Companov. You can improver, no tags, no restarts. That's a timing thing. I'll explain it when we get to that part of the lesson. Open dance. I plan to do one dance that we've been doing lately, and that's "We'll Go Dancing" by John Robinson and Willie Brown. John, of course, from the United States, and Willie is from Scotland. So that will start off open dance, and then I keep threatening to go over Cherry on Top. And for whatever reason, I don't know if I get distracted, I forget. And then I believe when we tried to do it, we were having issues where it was freezing or choppy. So I'm going to try my best after we do that quick open dance to go over Cherry on Top. We'll dance that. And then time permitting, we'll either do other dances or cool down. Okay, so that is what I have planned for the next hour and a half, or slightly, maybe a little longer. But as usual, I have a class following at 1 o'clock that I have to be ready for. But speaking of classes, since we're here at the beginning of May, I will be holding classes throughout the month of May. So our last class in May, I believe, will be the 25th, May 25th. And then that will be our last class because the venue that I was teaching at on Tuesday mornings has opened up, and they asked me if I wanted to come back actually this month in May, and I wasn't quite ready yet, and I wanted to spend a little more time with you guys, so I've put it off till June. So I will be with you if you can be with me for 3 more weeks after today. And then I'm thinking of maybe coming in and bothering you once a month. I'll put it in an email, or rather a message there. If people are interested, maybe we can get together, on Live Love Line. We don't have to worry about the music, and just play around with what we've done before, or if you have requests or something. If I'm assuming that we want to keep in touch while this is still happening, but I am excited to say that I will be venturing out at a dance weekend at the Marathon. I've been on staff there about 10 years, and I run the beginner program there. So that is happening the beginning of June. I think it's June 1st is that Thursday. Again, I should have looked at the calendar before I started the class, but whatever that Thursday is after Memorial Day is when it starts. And so I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina, along with a bunch of our good friends, and I'm hoping that some of you that are out there that have been with me in this venue, this virtual class that I have never met before, I hope you'll come and introduce yourself to me, during those 4 days that we'll be at the Marathon. And then in July, God willing, if things are still well, I will be going down to Florida for Fun in the Sun. That's around July 8th. Again, second Thursday in July, whatever that is. I think it's the 8th. So things are starting to open up, and I hope in your area they are too. And God willing, I'm hoping that I will be having my own event, the New York State Align, this November. It starts November 11th, if everything goes well. That's what we're planning. So, but enough of the commercials. Well, I do have one more, but I'll save it for a moment later. Let me show you this great little dance by Lynn Martino, Keep on Smiling, to the song When You're Smiling by Michael Bublé. And there are a number of covers, from that the original song When You're Smiling. And, this one is really a lot of fun. Okay, so it starts off with your weight on your left. It is a beginner level. It's a toe strut on the right for 1, 2, and a rock behind recover, 3, 4, same pattern left. Toe strut, rock, recover. So easy counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm really lazy when it comes to toe struts. I usually just step hold. So you'll probably see me going step right, rock, recover, step left, rock, recover. That's just me, but it is choreographed with a toe strut. Next 8 is a lock step and a brush going forward, right and left. So a little mirror step. So you're stepping on your right. 1, 2, 3, brush 4, left 6, 7, 8, and brush 8. Here comes the turns. We're going to be doing step touches. So if I wasn't turning, it's just right touch left, left touch right, and again 6, 7, 8. When you step with your right, you will stay where you are. When you step with your left, you're going to do a quarter turn left. So we're going to have 2 quarter turns to the left at the end of the third 8. Okay, so we would have just brushed the right foot. We're going to side right, 1 touch 2, turn 3 touch 4, stay with the right, turn with the left. So by the end of that 8 count, you've done a half turn. To finish the 8, we're going to do side together, side touch to the right, step together, step touch 4, or you can bind and touch. Then you'll do 1 more quarter turn to the left and start walking. So as you turn left, you walk left, 6, 7, touch 8, end of dance. So to begin again, 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 6, 7, 8. Lock, 2, 3, brush, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, touch, turn left, 5, 6, turn left, side together, turn, walk and touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move forward, 2, 3, brush, 5, 6, 7. Move side to side, turning left, 6, 7, 8. Moving to the right, turn, walking with your left. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side 2, 3, 4. Turn 6, 7, 8. Okay, so adorable song. And here's the reveal. When Lynn first choreographed this, she literally wanted you to start right on that first note. Boom. It was next to impossible to do that. I shouldn't say next to, but it was very, very difficult to do that. So, and I was teaching it, like I said, on the circuit, and so was she. So we changed it to waiting 32 counts. So the step sheet was never updated on that. So if you have a way of starting right away, go for it. Especially when you're the person that's starting the music, it's no way that's going to happen. So I'm going to wait the 32 counts. And like I said, that works out a little bit easier on doing that. So here's Michael Bublé. Okay, during the 32 counts, I will connect to the Bluetooth. Okay, that didn't happen. Okay. It's always something. Bluetooth. Is that on Bluetooth, babe?
Always shut off while you're talking. I had it on.
Okay. Connecting. Very sensitive speaker. If it doesn't, if I don't use the music in a certain amount of time, it goes into standby. Okay, let's just see if it's back on. When you're laughing. Okay.
When you're smiling, the whole world, it smiles with you.
5, 6, 7,
When
8.
you're
1,
laughing,
3, 5,
babe,
7.
when
Forward.
you're laughing,
Side touch.
well, the sun comes shining
Move
through.
right. Turn left.
But when you're crying, you know you
And lock.
bring on the rain.
Side
Stop
touch.
that sighing. Be
Right.
happy again. Keep on
Right foot
smiling.
to left.
'Cause when you're
Lock
smiling,
it. Side to
The
side.
whole world smiles with you. Let's go.
Forward. Side. Lock steps. Side to side.
When you're crying, you
Lock.
bring on the rain. Stop that sighing. Be happy again. Keep on
Front
smiling.
rock.
Cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you know you bring on the rain. Stop that sighing. Come on, be happy again. Keep smiling. When you're smiling, baby, the whole world, it smiles with you. The whole world, it smiles with you.
Okay, the other nice thing about waiting for that 32 counts, you'll notice if you hold on the, and start in on count 33, you will end in the front, okay? So, like I said, the step sheet was never updated about that, so it's your choice. All right, but a great dance by Lynn Martino from New York called Keep On Smiling, okay? So, now, our quick review, Madison and Andres. Did I get that right? Adrian. Sorry, I'm changing everybody's name. Madison Glover and Adrian Lefebvre from Australia. They just had their big festival, the Mayworth Festival in the town of Tamworth, Australia. If you get a chance, there's a ton of YouTube videos, especially for this Saturday night show. They did a great job with that. Australia locked down and doesn't let anybody out or in, but they're back to their normal lives now. So I especially have a deep feeling for Mayworth. We were there 6 years ago, in 2015. We went in the end of April, and I was sent over to Tamworth to teach. So it's a wonderful, wonderful event. I hope everybody, it would be lovely if you all get a chance to go. Always the first weekend in May. So they choreographed this actually for a charity ball in another, I'm sure they taught another, Muddy Water Healing. 32 count, 32 will have the 2 restarts, and at the end, 2 restarts on the last wall, and just face front. Of course, because in Australia, you must end on the front wall. This is the dance that at the 3 o'clock wall, you never do the whole dance. At one point, you will start and do 8 counts and restart there, over here. But like I said, yes, you got a question? Excuse me for a second. Sorry, little conference. Do you want me to write it down?
All right.
Okay, guys, hold on one second. Are these pretty flowers? Another technical thing is going on. I'm hoping it's this one, if not. Okay. Sorry, we're just having technical problems with the computer. I'm hoping everything's going okay with the cell phone. So we're going to go over muddy water healing. Alrighty, I'll put my back to you. Weight starts on your left. It's 32 counts. You're going to come back on the right foot on 1, and you're kind of dragging your left foot in on the heel. 2 and 3 is going to be a coaster cross. Back together cross, 2 and 3. 4 and 5 is a scissor, but a turning scissor. So you're going to be facing 9 o'clock. You're going to go 9 o'clock, right, 9 o'clock, and forward. Okay, so you would have been crossed up in turning, but forward. All right, so one more time. We're backing up on the right. 1 drag here on 1, and then you're going to go 2 and 3, 4 and forward 5. You could prep by pulling your left shoulder back. We're going to back, quarter hinge turn to the right, ending with a cross. So it's going to be 6 and 7. Okay, so stepping with my left as I turn halfway, 6, quarter end, cross over 7. I'll just move over a little bit. Crossing over 7, then 8 end is just side together, 8 end. So the 8 count to begin the dance takes you around to halfway where you start. I'm mentioning that only because we have 2 restarts at that point after 8 end. So they happen on wall 3 and wall 7, I believe. Yes. Wall 3 and wall 7. So the dance is going to move counterclockwise. The wall 3 is going to be at 6 o'clock. When you clock, just did 8 counts at 6 o'clock, you'll wind up at 12 o'clock when you start again. And then because we've already done the front and side wall, Ujade déjà vu, you'll be repeating that. When you get back to the 6 o'clock wall, you will do the whole dance, okay, because this is 4, 5, 6. And then you'll be here for the first time, and that's when you'll have 8 count restart. And then you never dance over there again. And you'll be over here. Okay, so, all right, first date again. Again, weights on your left. 1, coast across, 2 and 3, scissor, 4 and 5, prepping to turn to the right, 6 and 7, 8 end. When we start with that 8 end, we're going to do a whole bunch of syncopations. We're going to do 2 toe struts, right and left, for 1 and 2 end. Now comes rock back turns. The first one is a rock back half turn, but that half turn is going to be a toe strut when you land on the half turn. So rocking back 3 end, I turn 4. If you land on the toe or the ball of your right foot, you put your heel down, end, 4 end. We're going to rock, recover back again with your left foot for 5 end. This time a quarter toe strut 6 end. Another rock back, 7 end. And then we're going to do a grapevine, 8 end. We're going to step out on 1. All right, lots of stuff happening. By 6 o'clock, you go 8 end, 2 toe struts, 1 and 2, cross and half, rock and quarter, rock and grapevine drag. Okay? This is 1, but it's going to be 1 and 2 end. So you're stepping 1, you're going to touch touch end, step left, step kick end, side together, and drag again for 3 and 4. All right, so when I turn here, when I just turned on the quarter turn, I'm rocking back 7. 7 and 8 and 1 touch, step, kick, side together, 4. Okay, then I'm going to cross back and bind quarter. So this is 4, 5 and 6 and 7. On 7, I am back to the wall I started on, the front wall. Okay, 7, and then we're going to step and hitch your right foot, end, 8 end. So I'm going to do 2 hitches. I'll show you from the side, 7 and 8 end. You're hitching on the end count, 7 and 8 end. So the hitches are on the end count. You could also cross your legs if you'd like. The end. So take it from here again, 8 end and toe strut back, right together. Ready? 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 half and 5 and 6 and 7 and vine and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. When that left comes down, this is your final 8. You're going to do a lockstep with a sweep on the count of 2. 1 and 2. So you're sweeping the right foot on 2. Then we're going to go into a serpiente. 3 and 4, sweeping 4 at the same time. Weave again. 5 and 6 becomes a rock. 6, then you're going to recover and turn. And 7, there is no and 8. It's not that you're holding, but you're down on the left foot on 7. And then we're going to rock recover for 8 and 1. Okay, so all these that's happening after you lift and 8 and, all right, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Once I turn, there's no more end. It just, if you want to say, you could hold on that end because you're going to rock recover 8 and start again. 1, 2 and 3, 4 forward prep, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and half, 5 and quarter, 7 and bind and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and bind, turn, 7 and 8 and lock and sweep, around and sweep, behind and rock, recover, turn, 8 and 1. They pack a lot in that 32 counts. Is everybody good on that? Are we all right to put music on? Like I say, there will be 2 restarts after the first 8 counts. Since we're here in the back, this is where your first restart would happen. Wall 3, all right? So we just turned and you did 8 and. You're gonna go back 1, coast across 3, coast across 6 and coast across 8 and instead of backing up on a toe strut, when you go 8 and, you're gonna begin 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first time you face the back, you'll do a restart and start again in the front. And we just did those 2 walls. So this will become wall 4, wall 5. When you're in the back a second time, wall 6. You will complete it, and you're going to wind up doing 6, 7, and 8, and you'll be here, and we're going to do 1 more restart. 1, coaster, 3, scissor, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and, you're at 9 o'clock, restart. 3, 2, and time. So you'll be here, and this will now be the rock. You'll complete this again. We've done this 10 times on the 9 o'clock wall, bringing you to 6 o'clock for the 3rd and final time. Wall 9 is the end of the dance. You're only going to do 16 counts. So again, bear with me, face the back. We're going to do 16 counts here. So you come back on your right, 1, coast across, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, prepping around, 6 and 7, 8 and you start your toe struts, 1 and 2 and 3 and half turn, 5 and quarter turn, 7 and 8 and boom. And you just turn to the front. After the 16 counts, quarter right and you're done. All right? So in the back wall, first time you're there, you're only going to do 8 counts and restart in the front. Second time you're there, you will finish the dance, come here, and restart here. So the back wall is kind of pivotal. Okay? You'll get to the 3 o'clock wall after you finish the back wall. That is wall 7, and you will restart over here. That'll be the 3rd time you're here, and the 3rd time you'll do the full dance, and then we're back at 6 o'clock, our pivotal wall, and just do 16 counts and face front. Clear as mud? Okay. Brew, are you joining me?
Yeah.
How are things going?
I cannot join the chat. I've been trying to log in and having trouble.
Okay. Okay, guys.
I haven't seen anything that anybody said.
Okay, we are flying blind this morning. We're having trouble getting on the broadcasters, or even, how about even going live?
No, that's what right now I'm on just the plain.
Oh, my, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
which is what Craig suggested I do.
Okay, so what's happening is on our computer, normally Bruno is able to see the chat, and if there's any questions he can answer, he does. You know, he types in an answer. He certainly does let me know if there's any issues and you have to do something over again. So unfortunately, we are not able to do that today. So Craig, can Craig see the chat? Can Craig see the chat? If Craig, if you can see the chat, can you call? If there's something really, I'm not concerned with this is a recap, but when we do the new teach, if there's anything that's not clear, if you guys could still put it down on the chat, because at least Craig can see the chat, correct? Do you know that?
Should be able to.
Okay, Craig, if you're able to see the chat, if there's something that's happening that needs to be addressed, whether it's overing something or something is not clear, if you could give us a call, either on the home phone or Bruno's phone, I'd appreciate it. I'm not sure if Bruno's going to continue to try to get on into that chat or not. So this is a very interesting concept. I mean, I'm always speaking to the back of my phone, so I have no idea what's going on. I can't even see myself, which is a good thing. But now I don't even know what anybody is reporting, if has any issues. So just bear with us. I'm hoping that I will be clear enough today, and we'll use Craig as our conduit if you need to have anything cleared up or repeated. Okay, so one more time with this dance, and then we'll put the music on. Weights on your left. We go back 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and the full day. 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and begin. Okay, so we're going to put on the music. First time in the back, we got the restart. And then we come around to the back, and the restart will be here at 3 o'clock.
We heard from Florida Marge, everything's very choppy.
It's choppy?
Craig is working on it.
Okay. May the 4th be with you. All righty. I believe this is a 16 count start. It's not indicated on the sheet, but I believe it's 16 counts. And the song is called Need a Boat. The artist is Morgan Whalen. In. 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight and 1. Half turn. Quarter turn. Rock and bind. Touch and kick. Rock and bind quarter. Lock and sweep. Sweep. 6 and 7. 8 and 1. Quarter. Touch. What I get? That was choppy. Let me do that again. I don't know how I got distracted, but I did. My fault. Definitely my fault. Here we go. Honey Warning Healing. Take 2. It's 32 count. Lean in. 5, 6, 7. Right. 6 and 7, 8 and 1. Half turn. Quarter. Step touch. Rock and bind with a quarter. 6 and 7. Yeah, what I need right now. It's real. First get feeling. Run to the man for some money. What a healing. Don't need no sad song on my radio. Burning up some wax smoke down a back road. I need to go. It should be 6 o'clock. I need to go. We're gonna restart. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Fix a pontoon, brand new, brand new home. And see the fears. And back. Half turn. Bind and touch and kick. Bind with quarter left. Sweet. I need to lay a little bit of play. I need to take a break. I'm tired of all this concrete, all this gas. Back turn. What I need right now. Touch. First get feeling, bring to the man for some money, what a healing. Don't need no sad song on my radio, burning up some wax smoke down a back road. I need to go. All the way through. I need some peace. Back here. Peace and quiet. I don't know who the hell's gonna buy it. Yeah, but I need a boat. Restart. I need to lay a little bit of play. I need to take a creek. I'm tired of all these concrete streets. We're back. Yeah, what I mean. Front wall. Now. It's real. First get feeling. Bring to the back where we were. Last 16. I need to go. And back. Half turn. Quarter. To the front. Oh. I apologize. I hope you were doing that okay. I guess I'm more frazzled than I thought I was about what's going on. Just know when you're doing that dance and you're on your third 8. When you're on your third 8, you say, when I start, this is where I would be. And you go 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. When you're finishing your third 8 with your step hitches, you should be back on the wall that you started. That's how I knew I was in the right spot. So that helps me. I don't know if it helps you, but I apologize. Maybe it's a good thing, Marge, that I'm choppy. Okay, we're going to start with the lesson, Rampampam, or Rampampam. R-A-M-P-A-M-P-A-M, by Mark Vernell and Chris Godin. Okay, and that's the name of the song, Rampampam or Rampampam, and the artist is Minnelli. Now on the artist, the picture is a picture of a woman. We're listening to the song, we thought it was a man that was singing. So I have no idea if Minnelli is a man or a woman, because sometimes they have an album cover, and it isn't the person, the artist, it's somebody else. So we have no idea. But on the song, I'll have to tell you what's going on with us. When we were doing this, to get the timing of this dance, because it's a little different. It ends at 8 and 1 a few times, but it's not a typical, it's not, I don't want to say it's a cha-cha where you're expecting to do 4 and 5, 8 and 1. It's not. There are some 8 and 1s, but there are 3, 2 and 3s. So we found, even though obviously you're hearing the lyrics of the song and such, and you need that to realize what's going to happen with some of the arm movements, it's the music that keeps you on beat. And that might be like sure, duh, of course it is. But when we started to dance it, we got into the lyrics. So we want to stay with the music, to stay on that rhythm that they're doing with these 2 and 3s, okay? It's only 32 counts. It has no tags and restarts. If, I always give people options for non-turning because it has a full turn in the front, the first 8 counts. It's a quarter and a 3/4 back to back, so it's a full turn. And on this, the second 8 too, there's a turn in it. If you don't do those turns, all there is in the dance is 1/4 turn to the right, okay? But there are turns in the first 2 counts of 8, full turns, okay? So they have, like I said, arm movements. That they're not hard arm movements by any means, but it's a coordination thing. They're done on the 2 and 3, okay? And I'll show you them after we do the dance, but those arm movements are not done throughout the whole dance. They're just done on certain walls. It's wall 3, 4, 7, 8, and 11. So it's every time you're facing 6 o'clock, you would do the arms. Throughout the dance at 6 o'clock, you do the arms. Twice when you're facing 9 o'clock, and once when you're facing 3 o'clock. So as we go along, it's going to become obvious because it's when they go rum-pum-pum, bum-bum-bum. That's when you use the arms twice during the 8 count, okay? So that's that little challenge to think about. So let me show you the dance. Alrighty, we start off, weights on your left. It starts off by stepping forward on the right foot on 1. Now I'm not going to step that far forward because of what's coming after it, but I'm stepping on 1. And you'll realize at the end of the dance, because the dance ends with step, sweep, you'll be sweeping around on count 8, so it's just naturally that you're going to step forward on that right foot for the beginning. Okay, so we step on 1 on the right foot, 1. 2 and 3 is a scissor, side, close, and cross, 2 and 3, okay? Now we're going to have straight counts, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the pattern, especially the first 2 counts, they're the same. It's going to be 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So that will be the same. All righty? So we're stepping, weights on the left, step forward, 1. The left, 2 and 3. 4, 5 is going to be like a bind, side behind. 4, behind on the left, 5. 6, if you're turning, is going to be quarter to the right. All right, let me move over here a little. So it's 4, 5, 6. I'm on my right foot on quarter to, picture 3 o'clock and 6. And we're listening to is a 3/4 around back to where you were. So what you need to do, you're going to be hitching your left foot and coming around. As I coming around, I step on 6. If you want to cheat a little, you could turn a little bit more than a quarter. You're going to lift your heel as you lift your left knee and spin around back to the front. Okay, and you're up in the air on your left foot. And then when it comes down, you're going to go side together side for 8 and 1. All right, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Is step behind, quarter, 3/4, and then a side shuffle. All right, so my weight is on my left, count 3. I'm going to step out on the right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, and for those who don't want to turn, you will do the same 4, 5, 4, 5. You'll just step on the right foot on 6, no turn, hitch, and side shuffle. So the non-turn, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. The turning version, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay? So putting it all together, step, scissor, bind, and either turn on that hitch or stay in front of a hitch and end with a left side shuffle for 8 and 1. Okay, so here we go. First 9 counts. Weight is left, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Non-turning, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right? Again, I'm going to hope that everybody's okay. When we're dancing later, Bruno and I be side by side. Bruno will do the 1/4 and 3/4 turn to the right. I will just do the vine and step hitch. So I will not be turning. But right now, I am going to turn as I'm teaching it to you, and those that are not turning, just face front. All right, so one last time. Weights on your left, 7 and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So I cheat by turning a little bit more than a 1/4. Okay, the song isn't very fast, but it's certainly faster than I'm cueing right now. So when I step on 6, I cheat a little and go closer to 4:30. And then you want to, of course, lift your heel, spin around, and when the foot comes down, you're going to the side. Alrighty? Now, ended up with the weight on the left on 1. Here comes another 2 and 3. You're going to do 3 of these, 2 and 3s. This left. On your left, you're going to step with behind your left with a touch, 2, and then you're going to do your heels out and 3. When you finish the and 3, your weight goes down on your right foot. Now, you can step back, swivel, and keep your weight right. Okay, I believe it tells you to touch back on 2 on the ball of your right foot, yeah. So you're putting weight on your right foot, but your heel is up. You're splitting your heels, and then you've got to put your weight on the right foot on count 3. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to do the side shuffle, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. So if I have my heel up and I swing it out, I'm going to put it down and keep my heel up on, you just need to remember to put your weight on the right foot, because you need to step with the left on count 4. All right, so again, let's do that side shuffle, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. My weight is on the right. 4, 5, 8 and 1. What is 4, 5? There's 4 turning. I'm forgetting it. 8 and 1, 3, 2 and 3. I'm going to look. This is where there's turns. Oh, yes. Okay. You know when the step is so easy, you forget? Okay? So again, I'm starting with the side left, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. So my weight is right. I'm going to step to the left on 4 and touch out on the right. So it's just 4, 5. Remember I told you the pattern is going to be the same. 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Not 4 and 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right? Your side shuffle left for 8 and 1. Here's your 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 4, 5, touching 5. What I would recommend is when you touch 5, kind of torque your body a little bit toward your left, because 6, 7 is going to be 2 turns and a side shuffle coming back to the front. All right, for those not turning, just hold on a minute. Okay, so I just did 4, 5. I'm going to half turn and do my right foot as I go here. You turn 1/4, half, and then 1/4 side shuffle. It's 1/4, half, 1/4. All right, so 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, shuffle 8 and 1. All right, so you're doing like a rolling bind, but instead of a full rolling bind, it's 2 counts and shuffling to the side. All right, so second 8, putting your weight on the right, side shuffling for 8 and 1, 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, now on the paperwork, 6, 7 says 1/4 and half, and then a 1/4 with the side shuffle. But let's be serious. We know when we're dancing and we have 1, 2, turn 2, triple back to the same wall, you're just turning, and you're aiming for the same wall you started out with. So it is 1/4, half, 1/4, but it might not be exactly that when you're doing it, depending on the speed of the music, etc., etc. So when you're doing it, just know you want to wind up still on that front wall. All right, so because of that, because that quarter, half quarter turns out to be a full turn, for those that are not turning, after you swivel and put your weight right, you're going to go 1, 2, you could torque your body if you like, and then you're just going to do a vine triple, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. And you'll be exactly on the same wall, you just leave out the turns. All righty, so once again, for those not turning, side shuffle left for 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 3. For those turning, we travel 8 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, so in the first half of the dance, your 8 and 1s are side shuffles. First one is to the left, 8 and 1, and the second one is to your right. You're on the same wall in the first half of your dance. Okay? I'm going to start again. Your one is on the right and a scissor step. Any luck with getting any of the chat? No. Sorry guys, we still don't have any chat. So if there's something that's not clear, by all means, put it in the chat. Craig will see it and Craig will contact Bruno. Okay, it's like a chain of command.
Craig is working with what I understand. Craig is looking to see if he can put some choppiness.
So some people are having issues with the video being choppy, so he's working on that. So I'm going to go as slow as I possibly can, so I'm hoping that everybody's going to be with me. All right, so here we go, the first half plus 1. Okay, we've done 17 counts, and you're all on the same wall. All right, weights left from the beginning, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3. My weight is right. 4, 5, turning or not, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Ending on the weight on the right foot, facing 12 o'clock. Once again, I'll do it with the non-turning version. Stepping on the right, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. One more time, I'm doing it with the turns. Stay focused forward if you're not turning. All right, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3. Going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay, one more 2 and 3. Let me move a little bit over this way. I just did a side shuffle, 8 and 1. You're going to kick your left foot diagonally across, and then you cross your right foot. So if you're kicking across, when you just put it down, you will be across your right foot. So it's going to be kick, step, toe. You're going to touch your right toe behind the left. So it's 2 and 3. That is your third and final 2 and 3. Okay, we're going to have a different count in the last 8. All right, so move a little over to the left. But a side shuffle, 8 and 1. This would be coming from the rolling vine or the regular vine. I'm shuffling with my right to the side. You're doing a count of 8 and 1, and then you're going to kick, put it down, and toe behind for 2 and 3. All right, so here we go. Weight is on your left, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3. Kick and touch, 2 and 3. Now we're going to have straight counts, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight counts. No more syncopation. All right, so I just kicked my left foot, 2 and 3. 4, 5 is you're facing the corner somewhat because of the diagonal kick. The paperwork doesn't mention the corner at all. It just tells you to step back and next to the right. So you're basically squaring off to 12 o'clock. So after I kick, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, is like I'm doing a right jazz quarter. I'm going to cross, step back, and turn. 6, 7, 8. That's the turn that you have to do, non-turners. 1/4 turn to the 3 o'clock wall. All right? So straight counts, that was. So once again, I'm doing a side shuffle to the right for 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Think of it as a right jazz. After I kick my left, 2 and 3, square off here, right jazz turn, bump. Your weight's on the right on count 8, and you're on the new wall. Okay? I'm going to back it up to the left side shuffle. The first 8 and 1, and with a swivel step. All right? Put your weight on the right. I'm taking it nice and slow. Side shuffle, 8 and 1. Toe press behind, 2 and 3. Put your weight on the right. Step point, 4, 5. Turn or bind, 6, 7, 8 and 1. Kick, 2 and 3, 4, 5. Jazz, 7, 8. Okay? Let's take it from the beginning. And when we start, right away on the first 8 is a 2 and 3, which is your scissor. Second 8, 2 and 3 is that swivel with the weight going right. Third, 2 and 3 is your kick and touch. So 3 times 2 and 3. All right? Here we go. Stepping on the right in your first scissor for 2 and 3. Weights left, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5. Bind or turn, 8 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5. Jazz, the whole 8. Okay? What I'd like to do, because we have the advantage, I forget sometimes that I'm not on Facebook, we have the advantage of being able to play the music a couple of times, before we finish with the whole dance. So I apologize, I should have done that sooner. I was thinking that I was on Facebook. So let me just play it so you can even hear the tempo. How are we doing? Oh. Okay. They are working feverishly to have some sort of connect feverishly in us. So again, I always like to say I'm blissfully unaware. Unfortunately, this time I am aware, but I'm hoping that everybody is doing okay. Okay. Among all of this stuff that's going on, I'm looking at Scruffy, who is unconscious on the front of the couch under the window that I'm staring at. So here's the song. Let's see if the Bluetooth is still working. We're on standby again.
I see you try to find another life for me.
Okay.
When I
I told you, very sensitive speaker. If it's trying to save my battery, but it goes on standby if I talk too much. So let me start it again. Here's the music. 32 counts in. Okay. Not too much music in the back. Mostly vocal. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3.
For me, when I ask about it, when I ask you're hiding from me, confusing thoughts and mystery. I see.
So that's what it sounds like. All right. First 32 counts, we're waiting, and where I say you'll hear the vocals more than not too much instrumentation. But once that 32 comes in, that's where I'm going to be dancing to the beat of that music, because it could throw you off a little bit if you listen to the vocals. Okay, so I'll go over it one more time up to that. we'll do the 25 counts, and I'm sorry, 24 counts, because we ended on an 8, not an 8 and 1. So the first 24 counts again, and we'll be here at 3 o'clock at the end. So weights on the left, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and of course it's going to go a little faster than that. So let me cue it one more time a little quicker. Weight is left, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3. Is everything okay? 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? It's still a little bit faster than that, but not much. So good luck to me, and good luck to you. We're going to listen to the first 32. Five, six, seven, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 3, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5.
When I ask you hiding from me,
Once more, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3.
I see, I love what you're
8
still
and 1,
feeling
2
to
and
me.
3,
For
4,
me,
5.
you play me like nobody.
Take your time.
When you
2,
everything for me.
5,
You
6,
shot me
7,
so
8,
then
1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
I loved you and I trusted you so well. So why, oh why, oh why, you shot me so then.
Now you can hear by the time we did it the third time, the music comes in a little stronger. The instrumentation is a little, more involved. There's more instruments happening, and that's where that beat comes in. Bump, bump, bump. That would be the back wall and the 9 o'clock wall, the 3 and 4, where you're going to do the arms that I haven't showed you yet. Okay, so I'm sure you know the beat on that. All right, so let's finish the dance. We're taking it from the top. Weight is on your left. Step, jazz, scissors. 2 and 3. Line, 4, 5. Turning or over rotating on 6. Lifting the left, 7, 8, and 1. Behind, 2 and 3. Weight goes down on that right. 4 is just stepping, and 5 is a toe. You want to talk if you're turning. Otherwise, you're just vining. But 6, 7, 8, and 1. And 3. So now 4, 5, jazz turn, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I mentioned straight counts, 4 through 8. There's still 2 more straight counts, 1, 2. So here we are on the right foot on count 8. You're going to press recover for 1, 2. So we're going to go 4 through 1, 2. All right? You stepped on the right foot, 8, 1, 2. You're going to come back with a ball toe and 3, but you don't touch next to the left. You touch in front, slightly in front. And then you do it again, and 4. All right? So we were here on the right foot. Press recover. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You're going to do another ball step and forward on the right, and then you're going to sweep on count 6. On these, in this dance, the sweeps have a count. They're not happening at the same time. We're going to do 2-step sweeps, sweeping on count 6 and 8. All right, so let me do it from the press again. Your left foot, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, sweep 6, step on the left, 7, sweep 8. End of dance, stepping on the right foot on 1, scissor 3. Okay, so step back a little. I got here with a jazz quarter. Weights on the right on 8. Press with your left. 1, recover 2, ball 3, and 3, back again, and 4, back but step, and 5, sweep 6 with the left, step on the left, 7, sweep with the right on 8, start again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay, I'm not going to lie, doing that lift and 3/4 sleep, not the easiest thing. So I'm kind of getting around, but it is a 3/4. Your aim is to get back to where you were. Okay, so I'm going to be cheating a lot more on the 6 than I need to, so that's to get around. All right, so end of the dance. Let's take it from the side shuffle on 8 and 1 to get you into the third 8. All right, 1, 8, 8 and 1, kicking, 2 and 3, straightening out, 4, 5, jazz turn, 6, 7, 8, press, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, down, 6, 7, 8. All right? So once you do that final kick and touch for 2 and 3, you basically have all straight counts until and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, but it's not it's and 2 and it's not 2 and 3. It's different than the other, but you still have straight counts from 4 to the next 1, 2. All right, so you're on the beat of the music. It's not slow, but you're staying on the beat in the music with the whole notes until you do bow toe, bow toe, bow step with a sweep. Okay, so let's do the whole thing.
Quick note for Craig, as far as the.
Excuse me, Bruno's talking to me.
Sorry. Quick note from Craig, the jumpy stop and start, won't be able to fix it until we're done. He apologizes, but.
So people are still seeing it jumping?
There's some.
Okay. Okay, Craig is just telling Bruno that he's still working on the jumpy, the few that have the choppy experience, but he's almost positive he won't be able to correct it until the class is over. So he's apologizing, I'm apologizing. It's up to you whether, if you want to stick with me, if I'm choppy, I apologize. It's just technology. We just upgraded our internet. We have over a gigabyte speed, so I know our internet is doing well, but who knows what's out there that does these different things, like the way my music decides to do something. And right now I'm sure I'm going on standby again because I'm talking too much. So it's so hard to control all of these things that are happening, but we apologize if you're having a choppy event. For those of you that are not having a choppy event and you just can't contact me, I hope that you're getting this. Bro, are you getting any sort of contact? No. So we don't know. I don't even know how many of you are with me. It could be 2 of you, there could be 20. I have no idea. We have no idea.
I had it, but I lost it.
We have no idea. You could have all left by now. I don't know. We have no idea. So I'm going to keep going and do the dance one whole time all the way through. Whoever is watching, okay? Weights on your left, starting with the right foot on 1, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3. Make sure the weight is right. 4, 5. Turn or not. 6, 7, 8, and 1. Here's your kick. 2 and 3. 4, 5. Jazz. 7, 8. Press 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Sweep 6, 7. Sweep 8. Ready to start the next wall. I mentioned no tags, no restarts, okay? Let's do the second wall, and then before we get to the third wall, I will show you the arms. Because the arms will happen every time you are in the back wall. You will hit the back wall 3 times, okay? And the arms are always done when you're facing the back wall, always done when you're facing here, and at the very end, once over here, okay? So here we go with the second wall. All right, we just finished doing the left, sweeping the right. Now you step to begin. 1, 2, and 3. Bind. 4, 5. quarter or a little more on 6. Aiming to get back here as you lift your left foot. Otherwise, still face there, lift your left foot. We come up, we side shuffle. I feel like I'm going to, all right, so the 4, 5 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. From back here. Toe and swivel. 2 and 3. Weights on the right. Step and point. 4, 5. Line or turn over your right shoulder. 6, 7, 8, and 1. Still on the 3 o'clock wall. Move back a little here. 8 and 1. Final 2 and 3 is the kick and touch. 2 and 3. Straightening out for 4, 5. Okay. Time to do the right jazz turn. 6, 7, 8. New wall. Press recover. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and forward 5, sweep 6, forward 7, sweep 8. Okay, a little faster. Weights on your left. We would have just swept the right foot on 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, line or turn, 8 and 1. Kick and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try 2 walls, front and side. 2 in a row. How are we doing on time? Okay. Cherry on top isn't looking too good. There we go. Weights on your left. 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, watch me for a moment, because I'm going to show you the arms facing you, all right? It involves little shoulders. They are done twice on the second 2 and 3 and the 3, 2 and 3. So it's done on the touch, swivel, swivel, and it's done on the kick and touch. But it's done on 2 different things. First one, you're going to cross your arms or touch your opposite shoulder, then touch your shoulder and put it down. So it's cross and down. 2 and 3. Okay? Cross, open, down. So when I'm crossing behind, cross. Wait a minute, when I go, what am I doing? After I shuffle to the side, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay? Goes 2 and 3. I can do it, I just can't show it to you. I'm reshuffling side to the left for 8 and 1. When I step back, 2, and you swivel, and 3. So the swivel is the same shoulder, and when you put your weight on the right, your arms go down. So it looks like this, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay? Then, after you did the 2 and 3, is when you do step, point, and we turn or not to 6, 7, 8, and 1. The third and final 2 and 3 is the kick and touch. During that, your left arm is across your shoulder or across your chest, and you're going to go punch up and down, over and under. All right? So when you kick is the first punch, kick and touch. So you kick on the left, it's up. You touch on the right, it's down. Kick and touch. You will see a little bit of flailing when I do this because I go from here, and sometimes I go down and under. You're just moving that right arm. Left arm, having a chop. It's supposed to be over, under. If you do under, over, that's okay. As long as you're there. That's good. But that's what it is. So the first side shuffle, 8 and 1. As you step back, cross and down with the right. Then after you do this and you turn, after your second 8 and 1, you're going to kick and go kick and down, touch, left and right. Okay, so that happens on wall 3 and 4, which is the first time you're at 6 o'clock and the first time you're at 9 o'clock. Then the music changes again. It's not as strong a beat, and it's more of the lyrics, the melody, not the chorus. So you're back here on 5, 6. We come to the back again, and it's 7, 8. You do exactly the same thing. Okay, cross and down, over and under for the 2 and 3s. And you'll do it here on wall 7, here on wall 8. When you're back in the front for the third time, wall 9, it's just a little bit of the melody, and then the chorus starts again, but a little lower. It's not quite as strong. That's here on wall 10. So the third time you're here, the third will be the time you use your arms. And you cannot miss it because she says, you shoot me in, I don't know if she's shooting you in your heart, whatever she's saying, you shoot me, and she goes rum pum pum, rum pum pum. So when that beat is bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Okay? Now if you don't do the arms, that's okay. The footwork never changes. It's just they add the arms to be more interesting, to be more challenging. I don't know why, but it is, when it works really well. It works really 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay, and then 11 is your last time. You're in the back, and you almost do the whole dance. You almost do the whole dance. You'll be here, and we still got to do these 2 walls, but after you do the back wall for the final time, you get as far as the press, recover, and 3 and 4 and 5, and then you can just face front. Okay, so you get to go around. It goes around clockwise, and you'll do 3 full rotations. All right, so let me start you from the back. It's up to you whether you want to do the arms. I'm just going to get through the footwork for you, okay? So we're facing the back. We just finished doing a sweep on the right foot on 8. Now you step on 1. 1, scissor, 2 and 3. Start your vine. 4, 5, open up as far as you want on 6. Lift that left foot on 7, and side shuffle 8 and 1 to the wall you started on. Yes? Now comes the 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Weights on the right. We're going to do a step touch for 4, 5. Vine or turn, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Still on the same wall. Comes that kick. 2 and touch. 2 and 3. Straighten out. 4, 5. Right jazz turn. 6, 7, 8. Facing wall 4. Press. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready to start wall 4, which will have the same arms if you want to do them. Okay?
I can see the chat.
Whoops. Bulletin. Bruno can see the
I
chat.
can see the chat, so if anybody needs anything repeated. Everyone's been talking about the problems that they've been having. Seeing seems the overall thing is they're getting it from listening to you more than watching because of the choppiness.
Oh.
And a lot of people are stuck with it.
God bless you. I don't know if you can hear Bruno. Bruno, I wish you would just come in and talk.
Hi, I'm just saying that I can finally see the chat, and many of you are saying, talking about the different individual problems that you're having, and I just wanted to say that if you do need something repeated, please let me know. Put that on the chat now because I can't see it. So I just wanted to make you aware of that.
We woke you up. I'm sorry. We woke up scruffy. Okay, go. Go. Okay, so I was 5, 6. I'll do one more time to go into the second wall. All right. 7. I'll attempt to do the arms, but the arms are really secondary. Just want to get the dance. All right, so I swept on 8. We're starting to dance. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5. Minor turn. 6, 7, 8, and 1. Here's your kick. 2 and 3. Straighten out on 4, 5. Jazz. 6, 7, 8. Press. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready to start wall 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Sorry. 2 and 3, 4, 5. Minor turn. 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3. Cross 5, 6, 7, 8. Press 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we went all the way around. So just to recap, starts on this first wall. You stay on this first wall right up to that kick and touch. Then on the right jazz, which is the end of the third 8, find the third 8, only on your new wall. Then you have your press, ball toe, ball step with the sweeps. Then the same thing's going to happen on this wall, wall 2. You're going to do all sorts of stuff, stay here until that kick and touch, and then you leave with your jazz turn. Okay, you press, ball toe, ball step, sweep. Third wall, music comes in really strong. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2 and 3. I can do it, I really can. 2 and 3, 4, 5, turn or not, 8 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Press, and 3 and 4, and step sweep, step sweep. 4 is going to